What's up, everybody? How you doing? We're here for another episode of a show called Chat and Draw. And just to give you a little information about that show and what it is that we do here, Chat and Draw is a show where I sit across from the virtual art studio table talking with a fan, a friend, colleague, or another fellow creator about a comic book character, maybe even their company. And I draw that character while we chat, hence the name Chat and Draw. Who am I, you ask? Who am I who am I to even be doing this? To justify that I could handle such a serious task? Well, I just happen to be the publisher of Short Fuse Media Group, the founder of Freestyle Comics, one half of the good, the bad, and the nerdy, and the most enthusiastic person in comics, aka the Super Mad Brother, Mike Watson, your host today and every day that we have Chat and Draw live from my basement studio in Columbus, Ohio. So good to have everybody here, man. It's been a busy week for Chat and Draw. It's been a little bit since I've done an episode every day this week. That's flipping crazy. All right. There's a lot of Kickstarters we've been promoting. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were all Kickstarter promotion episodes. This show, though, we're just going to be promoting one of the newest people to join the Short Fuse Media roster. What's up, Kyron, man? Good to have you here. And I'll be bringing him out here in a little bit. But let me get my shout outs out the way, because without these people, I would not have a Patreon page. Andrew Duggan, Haley Dennis, Bradley Arney, Tom Kelly, and Unlikely Hero Studios. Thanks so much for being Patreon members. And I believe I'm going to do your Patreon episode tomorrow. So we're going to get that in and all that jazz and goodness. Man, it's been pretty busy. It's been pretty busy. I've been given, this is my checklist of things. And as I get things done, I check them off, but I also add things. So this is craziness that's going on here this week with me, but hey, it is what it is. It's what I asked for. It's the life that I live, and I'm having a blast doing it. But I think, did I cover all the bases? We went over what the show is, who I am. We talked for a little bit. How are you guys doing today? Are you all doing good? We shouted out my Patreon members, man. All right, I think that's good and dandy. Let's get to it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Tony Clap in the building.
Right, what's up?
Hey, every time I read your name or say it, I just want to be a clap.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Right.
Forever. I left the ER off my name forever on FB, and then when I got like a certificate in the mail that was like Tony Clap, I was like, I better put my full name on here.
Awesome. So we got Tony Klapper in the building, newest member of Short Fuse Media Group, and we've already got 3 issues of his book on our website. So let me get you guys the link for that right now, because you can make that happen. And if you did not know, we are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and the YouTube channel. Check that link out. 5-star, 1, 2, and 3 available right now on the store. You're going to get it because at Short Fuse, we always deliver. Yeah. While you're at that website, check out some other stuff that we got going on there. We got a lot of other comic books too. I think we're rocking around 30. I haven't made a final count, but we're rocking around 25 to 30 comic books on that website right now that you guys can all dive into. So, Tony, let's get into it, man. What brings you to the Short Fuse family? How did we get here?
Well, it started off with really I reached out to Sean before when I was kind of, I was with Crazy Monkey Inc. and I was doing my own thing, and I know I needed some help. I needed a publisher, so I reached out to some of the Facebook groups and got a publisher. I was going with Crazy Monkey Inc., Gabriel, and we did our thing for a little while, and there's no bad blood there. And I loved the work I did with Crazy Monkey Inc. I reached out to Sean a few times about this help with Kickstarter, which he was always willing to help, always willing to give me good information. You could always come to him even if you wasn't, and still can come to him even if you're not with the Short Fuse group. And it was the beginning of this year. He reached out to me and was like, "Yo, why ain't you rocking with us on Short Fuse?" And I said, "I don't know. That's a good question." At the time, I just felt like It was the next jump, the next level for me, especially with me and Mike both being in Ohio. Can hit the con scene together. We've actually been in a couple Comic Cons together. I've been at one where he was a guest at, and that's what I mean. From there, we had the talks and worked out the agreements, and here I am, and I couldn't be more happier. I mean, I love just the team atmosphere already. Um, just just the nonstop. It's like everybody on Short Fuse is always posting something on Facebook that we can just bounce ideas or just bounce and have fun with. And I've already been a part of. I've been a Short Fuse for a few months now, and already been part of so much than I have like the whole 3 years before I was doing comics. So it's definitely was the next level up for me. So
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. It's always good when you can part ways with somebody and openly admit there's no bad blood. We were cool. It's just I wanted to go in a different direction, man. It's always
oh yeah,
great to do and be able to do. Everybody can't. Well, I'm not gonna say can't, but everybody doesn't have that situation.
right, yeah. Gabe just wanted to see me grow. He always told me from the beginning he's a 5-star fan. He's a Tony Klapper fan. So with him, he was just excited to see me grow. Uh, and he gave me his blessing, and I didn't want it to be no bad blood because there was a time, without Gabe, there probably wouldn't have been a 5-star. He was there to help me get it off the ground. So yeah, no bad blood at all.
Awesome. Kyron's hitting us with our first question. Will the 5-star universe expand?
Oh yeah, definitely. Uh, we're working on a second title now called La Chica Gata. If you got the book before it was on a Short Fuse, you'll know that there was a 5-page preview in there. Uh, it's not in there anymore because we decided to do something different with those 5 pages with Short Fuse. But La Chica Gata will be the first book, and it's actually something that's near and dear to my heart because my daughter, who is 8, is the co-writer of that
Okay.
project. It's a character that she kind of came up with, and me and her worked it out together. So that'll be the first title, and then I got some other ones. I'm not gonna be a team spoiler or nothing, but I got some other stuff. I'll definitely want to expand the Neverland universe. So
Right. Right. All right. So, what's your origin story for comic books, man? How'd you get into this comic book thing? What's your origin story?
all right, so it's funny because I actually posted a post earlier. So for me being a '90s kid, it was cartoons first of all. Batman animated series, X-Men animated series, Spider-Man animated series. Uh, those really were my first intro into the superhero world. And
Mhm.
then when I was about 7, I got this Total Justice coloring book. I posted it earlier if you check out my Facebook page. And I can remember because I couldn't draw then like I can't draw now, but I would take the coloring pages and I would put a piece of paper over them and I would trace over them and I'd leave like the heads off of them and the detail, and then I'd fill in my own stuff to make my own characters from that. And
Mhm.
some of them characters, will still make it around in the universe. More obviously more detailed, more fleshed out, more well written. But yeah, it started at an early age. That has always been fascinated with all aspects of superheroes. I'm an action figure junkie, comic book junkie, uh,
Okay.
all that. So,
Yeah, I see you got the toy collection in the back. You
oh
sent me
yeah,
pictures of your setup.
yes sir. So it's just something that I've always loved. It about 4 years ago, maybe 5. I think it's about 5 now. I was like, I'm gonna do this thing for real, and 5-star was the first character I put out. My first official pinup that I put out was by Joe Davis, and it got a huge reaction. People was like, "Yo, love the character, love the design." And then and it was funny because that was the first thing I came out with the character first, and then I fleshed out the story, and
Okay.
it went from there. And he's got a good, people seem to like I said, the design seemed to like the character, and um, him being based off of two people I know in real life made it a lot easier to write him. So
Oh, well, you're right. So you knew what I was going to ask you next. Uh, can you tell us about who the character is inspired by?
yeah. So and it's funny because we just had you put that challenge in earlier today. So I know a lot of people have been doing that. Uh,
Yeah. Indie Homage Challenge.
yeah, and that's dope to kind of see where people's mindsets were when they created the character and what inspired them. For me, uh, his design. So growing up, I always loved the John Stewart Green Lantern on Justice League cartoon. He was just, I mean, that was my first intro to that character when I was a kid. I just loved that design. So that's kind of where the suit idea kind of came from.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, you can see it. When I say that, people are like, oh, yeah, I can see that. And I have two mentors of mine, Kevin Aldridge, Terry Shores. These two dudes are people who are in the community every day fighting to make it better. They're both pastors. One runs a nonprofit organization. The other one's a teacher. And these dudes are putting in the time and work. They're the unsung heroes of neighborhoods. A lot of neighborhoods like mine, there's a lot of them across the U.S. And these dudes are fighting for their neighborhoods. And that's the kind of character that I wanted to create. I wanted to create an African-American male who's in his neighborhood fighting for it. And they don't always get the respect they deserve. They don't always get, it's not an easy job. They get a lot of flack. They get a lot of, feedback, negative feedback, and but they're still here. They could have went anywhere else with the degrees that they have, and they chose to come back to their neighborhoods to make it better. So that's what I
That's
want
dope.
Firestar to represent.
That's dope, man. I like that. Yeah. So the indie, the homage indie challenge has been going kind of like fire today. A lot of
Yeah,
creators
yeah,
have been added them. I saw yours, and like as soon as I saw the picture of John Stewart, I was like, "Oh yeah, I do
yeah,
see it."
yeah,
That's,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I, I love that. Once you bring it up, it's it's there. But at the
Right.
same time, I didn't think it was like a John Stewart ripoff or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I try. Yeah, you try to put your own spin on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
reading the comments here, Brad. 5-star is not in the same universe as Hotshot. He is his own, um, the Neverland Comics universe. So he is the flagship character of that universe. And I'm glad that you got the first issue and you enjoyed it, man. That's good. That's what's up.
That's funny that he asked that because we actually had a conversation about this
Yeah,
just a week ago
we
and
did.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Um, we ended up, coming to the decision that you should stay in your own verse. You got things that you want to do and stuff like that. Five
yeah.
stars already established there, but Tony Klapper is working on something for us.
Yes, 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 yes,
We have borrowed some of the Tony Klapper talent
yes.
for some stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. That's gonna be dope. Um, I think it's all about connecting and just being able to work with people, and I think that's what I like about some of the indie world. You have people who are open to want to work with one another, people who are willing to work with one another, and I think that's the only way we're gonna grow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so tight knit to their stuff, and I get that. There's some shady characters out there, but it's getting your name out there and networking with other people is the way you're gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting for me to be a part of something in your universe. And there's now we're at a place where I know I can come to you and be like, hey man, I need help with a character. What do you think about this? And I know you'll give me that feedback. So
Yes, for sure, for sure. Because our idea sessions, I've been enjoying them. Just randomly sending you stuff as it pops up because I've thought of the
yeah,
character or whatnot, but you're adding the soul to them, and you're getting to expand with some new characters that we're going to be using or
for
whatnot. But
sure.
just our chat has been dinging a lot.
Yes, they're so I got Brad again. How about a crossover? I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible. I can see it.
Brad, get out of our chats, man. How is Brad asking all the questions to the things that we have been discussing?
Hey, I mean, he's on it. Brad's on it. He's on it. But yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, you never know. But they say short fuse always delivers. So if the fans want it, they'll get it. I'm sure eventually, some point down the road, right?
Hey, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen.
I can neither deny or confirm. That's all we'll leave it at.
Yeah, we'll leave it right there.
I like what you're doing there. A lot of people, man, some artists don't get the hair right, and that's important to me, is the hair.
I've been discovering the importance of the hair on this show. So we had the people I had on yesterday, Hustle Comics and Company, for that what is it, Night Fallen crossover that they're doing on Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I kind of opened up my own art barbershop in that bad boy yesterday. I was trying to do everybody's lineup, get all the hair pieces right.
Okay. Yeah, it's important, man. I mean, it's a big part of the character. I feel like, I mean, a big part of the culture too. What you're trying to represent, what you're trying to have your character like. So
now this is fun. This is why I love this. I didn't like that head that I drew at first, and like that's the first head compared to this, the second head. Now, like that one's all. This one over here is all angular. Well, this one's angular too, but it's like it's misproportioned. Like the head's not lining up the way I want it to. But this second one I've sketched is on point. It's right where I want it to be at now.
It's because of them good references I sent you.
hey, you sent me the character turnaround references. I always get excited to see that because you on yours you got the facial expressions, the emotional ones.
Yeah,
and that is helpful because I try to draw some good facial expressions for the characters.
Right. I mean, for me, that's a must. The whole point, and if I had to put another picture on the who inspired me, who inspires the character. A lot of people have picked Spider-Man, but for me, it's more to Peter Parker because I like a character that you can relate to. I like a character that shows emotion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of emotionalist, like overpowered heroes out there that really you're like, oh yeah, they're cool. But with 5-star, I wanted people to see that emotion, and you really see that in issue 3. If you haven't read issue 3, for me, it's my favorite book out of the series. For one, because I've grown as a writer. The art in the book has grown, and the story in it, there's some real emotional highs in there, and that's the kind of stories that I want to write.
Mm-hmm. So. And that's funny. The number 3 issue in Hotshot is my favorite issue. Oh, yeah. Also,
yeah, you get a little bit more of a background of Kevin Terry. You have a flashback of him as a kid, so you kind of get to see like the world that he grew up in. And the cool thing about the Neverland universe and the 5-star book is he's not the first hero in it. It's not like he's the first hero and then there's all these heroes that come after him and all of a sudden there's a bunch of supervillains. He's already going into a world of established superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Ultima has been, the world's greatest hero for 50 plus years. So,
and I love his design, man. Jeez, I love his design.
Yeah, he's gonna be a fun character to write once we get to that point in the story. You don't want to rush things, Of course, you want to put him out like, oh, as soon as I can get him, I want to put him in the book. But I learned, timing is everything. And so with 5-star, we I lost my train of thought there, but
you're talking about Captain Ultima.
Yeah, he's already going into it's the same. Me and his journey is one and the same. I'm going into a world of comic. Like I said, 5 years ago, I'm coming into a world that's already established in comics. There's tons of comic book creators. There's tons of comic books out there, and I got to find my place in that world. Just as 5-star's got to find his place in his world.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome. And Andrew, Um, Indie Destruction had the first lead into a setup crossover, I think. For FSK, that would be the second lead into a crossover. Our first lead was Vantage Point, um, with Vantage In-House Productions, and we actually played that whole crossover or a part of it, that whole thing on Facebook for you guys. Me and Victor battled. That is our crossover. That book is coming out, and we know how we wrapped it up and everything. So yeah, you'll be. That's our first official crossover with another publisher. Where we tied our stories and our universes together. We found a way for our characters to link up. But yeah, there's more coming.
My boy Francisco, the letterer of issue 3, says the emotions are really important on issue 3, and he's right, man. I didn't on issue 1 and 2. I'm not gonna say they're emotionless, but they didn't have the amount of emotion that I think that really can make you relate to a character.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I had to add that in. I knew that was something that had to come in.
That's
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna read the next comment, so I'll let you go ahead with that, and then
Okay. I was just going to agree with you on how important that is. We did a two-part story where Carrie Kelly came in and wrote, and it was awesome. A lot of action, lots of adventure. Carrie Kelly put everything in the kitchen sink in this two-part story, and we got to play with Dinah Girl. Super fun and dope. But then I read all 8 of the books together in a row, and got some feedback, from Danny and Victor, and realized that we kind of left out things undiscussed from issue 6 and things that had been happening. So the issue that was originally planned for number 9, which Kelly had done, I had to push it back, and I wasn't. It wasn't Kelly's fault. It was my fault because I didn't focus on the things that we needed to focus on. Just because I was in that mindset of, oh, this is awesome, let's get it out.
right.
Right. So I wrote the issue 9 to get things caught up or whatnot to address some of those issues. So yeah, it is definitely important to address these things that and it's stuff that people talk about,
Right.
going on right now that people are having. Like we had a whole panel on Carla at FSK Day. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, these are definitely important things, and willing to reset some of
I
those.
really enjoyed that segment.
The Carla panel.
Yeah, that was a good segment. I like the clips you got from other people who you brought in and gave their 2 cents about it. It was it was dope. A lot of people had different things to say, and it kind of left you conflicted. Like, well, is she that bad or is she not? That was a dope segment. So
Thank you.
kudos.
The characters, and you've already touched on this point, but the characters are only going to be as good as the emotion that you put into them. And
Right.
Victor definitely weaved a lot of emotion between Carla and Hotshot in his story, which is why issue 3 is my fave so far.
Yeah. Legend Storm, how important do you think it is to have your hero show weakness, not just physical, emotional as well? It's very important. I I knew from the jump with 5 star. I didn't want people see him and they might get that like Superman vibe, but he's not that type of character. He's gonna the last 2 issues. He gets beat up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can he get to that overpowered state? Yes, but we haven't seen it yet in the book, so there's a little spoiler for you. But it's a journey. He's got to learn it, and he's gonna have physical weakness and emotional weakness. I want him to be somebody that people can relate to.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man, Clap out here dropping his knowledge, man. I hope y'all taking notes because I absolutely agree with him 130 million%.
Yeah, I
And
want him to have normal human reactions. Not just so. That
yeah,
was the whole mindset before even going in, and it made it easier having him be off of 2 people that I know in real life. And sometimes I'll even message them and be like, "Yo, how would you react to this?" and they'll kind of tell me.
that's what's up.
So
And
Yes, man.
Andrew, I feel like you've been in my chats too, man. Because we're definitely exploring the weaknesses of the emotion and showing weakness with Hotshot in the current story arc that I have going on in Unforgiven.
Yes, sir.
So that was part of also the domino effect of writing a new number 9 issue, trying to get back to like the core of Hotshot's journey. We were making it too easy for him. He seemed too comfortable with his powers, and I want that to be more of a gradual build up. And I'm not gonna lie, I want him to suffer more.
Yeah, that's what's up. It's important, man. I mean, that's what makes the character. That journey. Not to give too much away about issue 1 if you haven't read it yet, but there's a segment in there where he's finding out all the different powers he's got, and he goes to use the energy aura and burns off his clothes, and that's the reason why he's got to wear the suit. So I try to calculate all these things, like why it's not like I'm thinking nowadays, like, would you just pick up a suit like that and put it on and be like, this is what I'm gonna wear? Probably not. And unless you are into superheroes like us, of course, if I got superpowers today, yeah, I'm going to get the most flashiest suit you could find. But
Mm-hmm.
not the everyday person, you know what I mean? So his suit, there's a reason for why he wears his suit, and it helps with his controlling his powers. And they kind of talk about that in issue 1. And the color scheme is, he is from Ohio, so he's rocking that Ohio State color scheme. Um, his name, in his world, they have a superhuman rating system, 5-star being the highest. He's what they call a 5-star hero, so he picks the name 5-star, and that's where the logo comes from for his suit. So you see all that in issue 1.
Okay.
Just little things like that, I think that develop the character more. So you're doing some dope things here. I see. People love doing the dynamic like flying pose with 5-star. I love it. I love that. Like he's about to punch on something.
So I feel like he's taking off and he's about to rock him
Get
a
busy.
whole mouthful.
Yeah. And it's funny because he, like going back to the weakness, and the character having physical and emotional weakness. In issue 2 and 3, his first villains aren't, people who they're tech villains. They're not even powerful like big bads. Their advantages. There's 3 of them. Uh, 2 years, 3 years down the road of his journey, he'll be able to wipe the floor with guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's just starting out. He's still trying to figure out how to even use all his powers. So that's his journey there.
And this is sounding, the more and more you say this. What's up, Danny J. Quick? And Brad, she is not bad. She has reasons.
The
The
grill
more and more you say this, the more and more I'm like, man, 5-star and Hot Shot need to link up.
Yeah. I mean, when I read issue 2 and 3, because I downloaded the digitals, and at the time number 1 wasn't on there. But I thought the same thing. I was like, man, they're kind of similar with some of this. Like you see his struggle right at the beginning. He's getting beat up on, and that's what's up. A lot of people try to just make like the most strongest, most powerful character right off the jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you see that a lot, especially in the indie world. And I think it might be just because they're trying to show like, oh, I got the strongest hero in the whole indie verse. But it's like, yeah, but is the story good? Can I relate to the character? Can I? And that's what I wanted. I knew something that was important to me. I don't care if your character could whoop mine in a fight. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I want a good story. So that's what the direction I went in.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, shoot, I had Lori Foster from Unlike the Hero Studios on the show yesterday, and ah, I can't remember the character's name. I know it's the Bloody something. She's an assassin. Um, Dang, I don't have her card anymore. But I drew her yesterday, but she's like 150 years old. She's an assassin for the Soviet Russians, or for the Soviet, rather. I think I just double conjured a word. And someone asked, well, can she beat Hotshot? And I was like, well, Hotshot's a rookie. She's got 150 years of fighting experience and an assassin.
Right,
She just might be able to get the drop on him.
right.
I would not put that past her.
I'm a firm believer too. Like when you see people do like such and such versus such and such who will win, I'm a firm believer in circumstance and
Hmm.
what might be going on around them characters. I think anybody can win a fight any given day when it comes to the superhero, and it really depends on the writer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So anybody can win on any given day, and that's what's fun about comic books and the comic book characters. And it's just you have this character, and depending on the writer, you might have uh, a lot of different versions of that character out there who might, the core stays the same, but they react to different things, or they have, different situations that take place in that series. So, like I said, any given day, you might, you know, the weaker character might be able to take on the stronger character. It just depends on the day. Every
Yeah, and hot,
dog has its day.
right. And like I said, I wouldn't put it past her. Hotshot's a little gullible, man. So these things happen.
Right.
Danny J. Quick, Hotshot remix is from when we redid Hotshot #1 because I worked on it while I was in college, and we got to clean it up and do some things that we really wanted to do with the book. Uh, I am amazed at how good Brad Arney is at finding this stuff.
Yeah, he's a. Maybe you can hire him, Danny, to do some research for you.
Mm,
Add him on the team spoiler alert.
I think that's what Danny's trying to do, man.
So you got the bands going on.
Trying to. I mean, they're real simple, but I like them, man. I like how simple they are.
It's another piece of the costume that keeps him, helps him control his powers. Uh, so that everything that's on the outfit isn't. I mean, it's not just because it's on there. The bands, yeah, they actually help him with controlling his energy levels. So when them come off, it might be all bad.
Hmm.
Literally taking the gloves off.
Okay. Reminds me of my boy Rock Lee.
Danny said he's actively recruiting Barry. We knew that. We knew that, Danny. We knew it.
Mm,
We knew you
we
put him. He
figured
was
it
on
out.
here. He was on here before you, gathering information to fill you in later. You missed the part where we talked about us working together on something.
Oh yeah, you did miss that part, Danny J. Quick.
He was probably making some TikTok videos. You
Actually,
are,
no, he didn't, because he saw us in our group chat.
I know he was the first one to comment on it.
He was like, "What's
Danny,
this about?"
Danny Quick, the TikTok god of the comic world. Dude's inspiring on them TikToks, bro.
Oh
Just so
yeah,
you
he's
know,
super clever with them, man.
super clever. I'll be like, I gotta pull some stuff out of my bag now. He's on it. And that's it. 2020. If anything else, with the FSK day that you guys did, and the TikTok videos that Danny's doing. 2020. If anything else, it showed us we got to do different things, and you can't let things, even a pandemic, stop the grind.
Oh yeah. Absolutely agree.
So it's just been inspiring to see people, you know, come up with creative solutions.
Yeah, the pandemic has hurt. Like this was a going. I mean, the year still ended up doing pretty good for me,
Right.
but I was going in a different direction. I had art classes. I was starting to build up my roster of students that were reoccurring, signing
Yeah.
back up
Yeah.
every 4 weeks. I was getting deeper into the convention circuit, so I was getting further into the country. I was getting to go to new places and stuff. And I was like, man, this is going to be the year. By the end of the year, I'm gonna get out to Nevada. I'm gonna get out to
Right.
California, Oregon. Like, yeah, that's what I was shooting for. And then
Bum, bum,
Cleveland was
bum.
my last stop, which is also funny because I am from Cleveland.
Right. Yeah. I was actually teaching a class too. So what I do with Kevin Aldridge, who is one of the inspirations for Five Star, he has a nonprofit organization called KVO.
Hmm.
What we do is, we go into after school programs, and he handles the sports aspect of things. And he wanted to bring me in to reach that other side of the classroom. The kids that don't get as much attention to. I feel like, especially in neighborhoods like mine, where it's a sports neighborhood. It's a sports city.
Hmm.
They want the kid that can shoot the jumper. They want the kid that can, you know, be the quarterback or whatnot. So we came up with a program that we call Comics and Characters, and I teach them how to create characters. And I don't have the drawing aspect obviously, but I got the writing aspect. And I was teaching a class every Tuesday at an elementary school, and yeah, COVID kind of cut that short. But I
Oh
posted
man.
before I earlier. I posted some of their character designs of fifth graders who I actually had Fish Lee draw up their designs for them. And it was some dope characters, man. It's if you just invest in the kids at a young age, there's no telling where they be at the time they're our age.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I was having a blast with my class and stuff. So,
Yeah, it's
but
fun. It's fun for sure. Passing that knowledge along and just passing what you learned along. It was definitely a blessing to be able to do that. I enjoyed it.
what's up, Andy? Man, thanks for tuning in.
I was with Mike at the last show. He was with you at the last show.
Yeah, we did Wizard World Cleveland.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm trying to. It was a. I think it was a few years back. The one that I seen you at, and I know I got a couple pinups from you, but it was Columbus. I usually try to hit the Columbus one. That's a little closer to me.
Hmm.
I got the Miles Morales hanging up in my work office.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So I think my son's got the Ninja Turtles up in his room that you did.
Yeah, man. I miss conventions because I was doing a lot at the convention shows, man. Between doing commissions, selling books, and doing prints, was making a nice little survival.
Yeah, yeah. I bet, man. That's tough, but I mean, like you said, it just puts you to be more creative. And FSK Day was a success, and it was dope to be a part of. I enjoyed it. It was definitely inspiring. Just listen to everybody.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being a part of that, man. I think you guys had a lot of fun with
Yeah,
the panels you were on.
yeah, for sure. It was fun. And
You
then
did the what was the Dr. Glaze McGlaze
yeah,
Glaze?
Dr. Glaze McGlazed. Yeah, the guy with the killer donuts who was coming after Vigilance.
Oh my goodness, that was so funny. I said on the show, and I'm still gonna do it. I gotta make a gag character with that name.
Oh yeah.
One character that thinks that's a mad scientist type of character, and he always pops up every now and again, and the heroes are like, "Dude, you again?"
Right. Like go away. And then all of a sudden he gets like real powers out of nowhere and becomes a threat.
Right. That's how it tends to go.
Yeah, Danny, that Miles Morales is dope, man.
Danny J. Quick has that too.
Yeah, he said his son has it on his wall. Yeah, it's posted in my office. I seen it. I was like, oh, I gotta get that. It's dope work. I want to get a Danny. We need to get that Five Star and Ace Blade popping too. For real. I just want to get a. I need to get a pinup worked on with just Five Star and some of the other short fuse characters, man. Because I just love all the characters. When you're looking at like different, as indie guys, you see a character and you're like, ah, man, I wish I would have came up with that one.
Yeah, yeah,
We got a lot of those in short fuse. Where you're like,
yeah.
if they was part of the same universe, like that would be a dope Justice League, or that would, you know what I mean? Like that would
Right.
be a dope team. That was one of the cool things about working with Power Company when I was part of that. A lot of dope characters from the indie world came together to form the Power Company. Five Stars also in issue 1 and 2 of that series,
Hmm.
and I'm not he got wrote out after issue 2, so. But still no bad blood on that either. Just sometimes you got to know when to part ways on things.
Yeah.
I
There's
want
nothing wrong with that.
see. Andy said I want Doctor Glaze McGlaze to be a Heroes International character, and I want to write him so bad. I eat donuts every morning. Mike knows that's no lies. Hey, it might be an opportunity for you, man. He had like donut drones, I think, is what we came. We're doing like an improv story. He poisoned the donut. Had donut drones, I think. So there's a little something for you to work with.
Yeah, actually, I haven't finished writing them yet, but I got all the videos, all the panels, um, on their own video. So each panel has its own show on my YouTube
Okay.
page. I got them. I just uploaded them today, so I got to do all the the description. I got to put the tags in it. I got to redo the titles, and I'm trying to put everybody's names with it, so everybody can share out their individual panels.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so you'll be able to watch that here in a little bit, Andy.
Drone nuts. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, hey, there might be some potential in that.
Actually, I think there is some potential for that. Uh, I have to talk to the editor in chief here.
There's some potential in there. He brainwashed the cops with the donuts. You watch that; it was pretty funny. That was my first time being part of something like that, so that was fun.
Oh, was your first time doing a panel?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff I'm still getting my feet wet in. Like I said, starting off, I was just on my own, and there was a lot of stuff I just had to pick up along the way.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping now, being part of Short Fuse, I can learn the stuff that I can take me to the next level, and that's what's dope about being part of a group of creators who are willing to help one another, and that's what really attracted me to Short Fuse. Anyways, like I said, Sean, we were complete strangers, and I reached out to him, and he was willing to help with my Kickstarter, and
Hmm.
that's that's why it was a no brainer, really. Like, well, somebody who's willing to help you, who isn't benefiting. He's not like he's making money off of it, or he wasn't benefiting from it at the time or anything. To just be like, yeah, man, sure, I'll help you. And he actually even made like one of the promo art for it, so like one of the banners to go on
I
it.
mean, Sean Mack's good people.
Oh yeah, fire the glaze cannon and stop licking the minions. I think it's gonna happen, man. Sounds like it's gonna take flight.
Well, there's a good chance of it. Andy likes it. He's one of the editors over at FSK,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and Danny was cracking up when you guys came up with that. I was laughing. Like we looked at each other. I was like, did they just say Dr. Glaze McGlaze?
Yeah, it was good stuff. Maybe he can show up in a few other short fuse titles as that just random character that ties the books together in some kind of weird way.
Yeah.
It's the fourth wall. We shall take Boston and its delicious custard filling.
Actually, it'd be kind of funny if he was like responsible for something really pivotal, but like he's a trash ass character,
Right,
but
right.
he accidentally makes something that like merges the multiverse or creates a pathway or
Yeah,
whatever between verses, but then like completely fails at everything else.
right. Yeah, he can be the Stan Lee in the book, making weird cameos that nobody really. And it's just him finding his way through the multiverse that he keeps tripping himself into.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get his team to work on him. So there we go. So anything, Mike? You got any more questions about 5 star that you was want to ask?
Uh, what part of Ohio is he from?
I haven't really. I mean, I put Cincinnati just because that's where I'm closer to. I put a small town near Cincinnati, so kind of my hometown here in
Mm-hmm.
Middletown. It doesn't say Middletown in the book, but it says a small town near Cincinnati.
Okay.
So just a small neighborhood. Like I said, him being based off of people I know, I wanted that to reflect. And there's tons of small neighborhoods that people have forgotten about. And you have these, and you can think of all them. Everybody can look back at their neighborhood and think of the people that was in there fighting for the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
People who was working at the community centers, people who was running the nonprofit organizations, trying to help build the youth up and give the youth something to do. And that's what Kevin Terry does in the book. And issue 4, we dig more into that. And I knew I had to do that because issue 1, when people read it, they think he's a military character, like
Mm-hmm.
right off the bat. He gives off that persona being 5 star. I think people 5 star general, and then you see in issue 1 he's like in a military facility. So I knew like that's not the direction where we're going in, but I didn't want to give everything all at once either.
Right,
So
right, right.
issue 3 has a little bit more of that backstory, and then we'll finish up the backstory, and you'll get a real feel for Kevin Terry in issue 4 and 5, possibly 6. So
Well, that's gonna be good to look forward to. See what I can do. I'm trying to definitely get a feel for him right now.
it's looking good. It's coming together.
Thank you.
Let's see. Anybody else know? Key?
What's his favorite food and movie?
Favorite movie is probably Remember the Titans. He's a sports dude.
Okay.
Favorite food would probably be wings. And I only say that because when I meet up with these the 2 cats that I'm talking about, it's always at B Dubs, and we always get wings. So I'm gonna say wings.
All right. So if you do that, my only thing is it can't be B Dubs.
You know what? They're not my favorite wings either, bro.
I was going to say it's got to be a mom and pop place in
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Right. Yeah. They're not my favorite either. I'm actually more of a Frickers dude myself. I don't know. I don't know if them are everywhere or not. You ever heard of Frickers?
No, this is the first for me.
Well, it is a little wing shop that's a local, and I know there's 2 of them close to me. So I don't know if they're everywhere or not, but yeah, they got some good wings, man. So we're gonna go with wings on that. Favorite food is definitely wings, and Remember the Titans is the favorite movie.
Okay.
Sorry if you hear the children upstairs.
Oh no, mine do it all the time. They'll come here and ask me about their chores while I'm drawing.
Yeah, family man like myself, so that's what's up.
So actually, take us through the process of what it took to create 5 star. Like,
Coming up, okay, so he's actually a character that I thought of when I was like 10. Besides, I won't say that the I knew I wanted a character with the energy powers have always been something that I enjoyed. Captain Marvel,
Hmm.
just using them energy blast, uh, having that Superman flying at super speeds, bullets bouncing off type character. That's always been the kind of stuff that I've enjoyed. And when I first created the idea of Five Star, he looked completely different,
Hmm.
and it was just an idea as a kid, and he was a white dude,
Hmm.
and I was playing with the name Raw, like Raw Energy, like,
Okay.
and it would have just been a completely different character at that point. And that character there might be a character that's like a ripoff of that idea that kind of becomes one of Five Star's nemesis. But I really wanted to dig deep and what was the comic book from the big two, what was it missing, and what real life people do I know that would be dope as a superhero, and that's kind of where I dug in. And what better people to go off than your two mentors, um, and the whole unsung hero thing. Like I said, there's plenty of people in neighborhoods fighting for their neighborhoods, and so I built the idea of the character Kevin Terry around that. And I knew I wanted as far as the suit design, I wanted that classic superhero feel. I feel like now with comic books, everybody wants to go with like what's cool, like uh, they wouldn't wear that now, or everybody's trying to be too cool for like the classic superhero designs. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I wanted Five Star to have that Saturday morning cartoon feel,
Okay. Okay.
because that's for me. That's what got me into comic books, watching cartoons. So I wanted him to have that feel, and the series is all age appropriate because I want kids to be able to pick it up and read it.
Hmm.
Hopefully one day have that cartoon, that animated cartoon to where it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Right. Right. Right.
So that was the whole process with Five Star. And once I created the design on the good old Hero Machine for
The
all of
hero machine.
for all of us non-artists guys and gals, good old Hero Machine. Uh, put the design together on that and gave it to the artist, and they came up with it. And then, I mean, My Hero Machine looked pretty much just like what you see Five Star now. There was a few edits. I know Joe Davis. I think he was the one who extended the red onto the fist. So if you look here, I got this where like the
Hmm.
red comes down past the band. He extended that part onto there, and he was the first one to really nail the look that I wanted for the face and whatnot, and he captured that perfectly.
Okay. All right. Andy said, "I really enjoyed Five Star. When does the next issue come out?"
Definitely planning for 2021. Um, we like I did. I had a lot of changes this year with going to short fuse and stuff, and I'm pretty the script's pretty much done. A few more things that I want to add into it, and it'll be ready. And I think 2021 will definitely be when it's coming out. I don't have an exact date, like month wise, but you can definitely uh, be ready for it in 2021 if the powers at short fuse are on that same plan.
I believe the powers at Short Fuse are about destroying 2021 with a flood of comics.
Well, then that's what's up. I'm also working on, and the idea came from when I first signed on with Short Fuse. I wasn't going to bring the original series on to Short Fuse. I was going to keep that with Crazy Monkey Inc. at first and write a second 5 star series with Short Fuse that was going to be the Five Stars Chronicles, and it was going to take place like 2 years later, to where you have more of a experienced 5 star. Uh, and then I decided to go ahead and just take everything that I had to Short Fuse after I seen the team atmosphere. I was like, this is where I want to be at.
Mm.
So I brought everything to Short Fuse, but I'm still feeling like that would kind of be dope to have that second series. That's later on, and a couple years down the road, and you can tell different stories with a more experienced 5 star.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with that, man. It's like you really get to play with your world and connect some dots and
Right,
disconnect some things, and give people things to look forward to.
right. You see them do that a lot with characters like Batman, like year one series,
Yeah.
out, and then you got like Detective Batman that's placed 4 years, later on down the road to that book, but then they always like try to tie in some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking about with that series, and I think it would be dope to do that. So I've already started on that script as well,
All right, all right.
and then the La Chica Gata script and a character named Faceless that I'm working on too. It's more of a darker, grittier book. So hopefully, things go to plan. You're seeing all those titles coming out. Get his beard game right. Beard
Trying
deep.
to. Trying to.
And he says Short Fuse is a good home. You are right. I feel right at home already. So
So, I mean, me and you've just jumped right into it, man, with
yeah,
talking about and working on stuff.
yep, yep. Danny Quick too. I've talked to him about working on bringing him in as a co-writer to a project. So there's a little behind the scenes stuff.
I don't know about Danny J. Quick, man. He posted about some project yesterday, and he put a little teaser up there. I'm like, what you doing with these teasers? You're supposed to be spoiler. We supposed to be able to see the whole
Hey,
thing.
maybe he's he's holding back a little bit,
He might be defecting, I think.
but yeah, I came to him about a concept that he thought was dope. So we'll see how that works. What'll come of that?
Uh, I say it every time, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I love doing this show, man, because I get to have so much fun drawing y'all's characters.
It's coming together good, man. And I enjoy this too, man. Just chopping it up with other creators is just dope, and it's so. I did my first like little live video yesterday where I brought somebody in, and we was talking about variant covers and what his thoughts were on those. What's your
Mhm.
thoughts on variant covers, Mike?
Uh, I like them. I don't like to overuse them though.
Yeah,
I think no more than, and like I think they should definitely be themed. If there's just
right, right, right,
something that you want, like, because there'll be a variant cover that I want to have done just because there's a certain artist I want to do it
right, right.
or whatnot. Shoot, I don't even think we have that many variant covers at FSK, but I
Mhm.
definitely don't think you should do more than two or three
Right,
if you're gonna do them.
right. Yeah, besides the ones that people got done for the Kickstarters, issue one had a variant cover, and it was because we were opening it up exclusive to the local comic book shop that was in my hometown, and issue three had a Lego variant cover. So
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, variant covers are definitely cool, and I think people who are just comic book collectors like those kind of things. And I don't even buy. I was saying the other day on my live, like I don't buy too many mainstream comics anymore. but I do like to support my local comic book shop. So if I go in, I'll see some stuff and I'll buy it. And it's always just a dope variant cover.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, that just the art attracts my attention. Uh, I might not even read the story with that, but just the variant because there's a lot of reboots in the big two, so it's kind of hard to keep up with all that anyway. When you,
Yeah,
especially
and
when
then
you,
like and then like even the variant covers I may want, they so damn expensive. Just like, man, I'm not getting that.
right, yeah,
Like I want to get the Last of the Ronin motorcycle variant cover,
oh
but
yeah, yeah,
that it's like $80. Not
right,
doing that, man.
yeah, it's a wrap. That's money I could be putting into my own project,
Yeah,
my own universe.
I'm like, for real, like that joint just came out
Right.
today. Like, what is y'all doing?
Yeah, it's crazy because it's one of them things. Like if you're not at the shop and you get it direct, right that day or whatever. I mean, it can be gone that quick. People out selling them.
Oh yeah, look, I got a decent comic shop that I love very much. So they do the pool. So I have
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
pool. I'm
I
at
got, I
Comic
got.
Town. Comic
Mhm.
Town, is above approach. They give you bags. They give you boards. They keep you together. They send you your emails. I can message them on Facebook. I mean, I have a very good relationship with them. So I wasn't worried about not getting that one, but I knew like I didn't know where the variants were going to be at.
Right,
And I saw online that this week they said that they were pushing it back, so I didn't bother to go. And then all of a sudden, oh, it's out. Because I don't rush up to the shop because Comic Town takes care of me.
right,
So I don't have to rush up there to go get my books because they'll put my stuff in my pool. But
right.
I did want to go up there for this book because I knew there were so many variants, and I did actually want to get a couple of the variants. There's like three of them that I absolutely love. There's one where Ronin's on the ground with that chain weapon, and his hands are just like it's almost like he's in a he's just tired and he's just sitting
Yeah,
there on
yeah,
his
yeah,
knees. There's the one where it's a far shot of him on the roof, and then the motorcycle one is those are my three favorite.
yeah. That book came out with some dope variants. And to me, like with mainstream, that's really all I look at is just the art that I'm attracted to. Uh, but my comic book shop does the same thing. I can just message him and be like, "Oh, send me one of those," and he does. So it's awesome to have that relationship.
Yeah,
I've been collecting the. I will say the series that I do read that is mainstream is the Power Ranger stuff, man. I don't know if you've read any of it, but it's pretty dope.
yeah, man. I don't buy it, but there's a dude on YouTube who reads it, reenacts it for you or whatnot. So I listen to it while I'm driving. That Power Ranger stuff is hot.
Yeah, yeah. They really took it to a different level. I think with the comic Boom Studios did. So
Hey man, your boy Five Star out here for the kill right now.
right, he's looking like somebody just snatched up his wings and took off. So he's about to lay some hurt. Yeah, he's looking aggressive right now. That's what's up. Let's see what we got over here in the comments. Andy does not like variants. If he had his way, no book he ever worked on would have a variant, an alternate cover. Well, I mean, to each their own with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We're having a good time right now.
It's looking good, man. It's the first time you ever drew 5 star, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the first time I ever drew him.
It's funny because I've been like, bro, I messaged you like, when can I get on the show? When
I
can I
know,
get on
I
the
know.
show?
I was like, yeah, we're gonna get him on here, man. And
And it was
uh,
strategic too. I mean, we was waiting for the short fuse deal to
indie
come through
draft. Yep.
in the draft and making sure the books were available. So it was, I mean, that was all strategic, and then the good planning.
All right, so now let's get to these stars on your boy.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not think I would enjoy drawing digitally as much as I do.
Oh yeah. Steve said another great looking pick, Mike.
Thank you.
It's coming together quite nicely. My kids upstairs worried about that Halloween candy.
Uh,
Can't go on a diet in October, man. Then you hit the Halloween candy. So, Mike, any more questions you got about 5 Star, man?
thank you, Steve. And remember, we got to get you on here, get your date scheduled. Um, Actually, I have a whole list of questions, but I normally just let the conversation go. But we did that when, yo. So, I think you already answered this one though. Dang it!
It's all good.
And I be so into the drawing, man.
Right now, it's cool, bro. I understand. I mean, it is chatting, bro. We just chatting it up. While you perform your masterpiece over there.
Thank you.
If anybody's watching, you got some questions about 5 Star, throw them at me.
Put it in that first star.
Oh, there it is.
Hold up. Uniform.
Mike, you see the Todd McFarlane, Chadwick Spawn homage that he did?
Yeah, that mess is crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I copped me one of those at the comic shop just a couple days ago. Yesterday, actually.
Yeah, that was
It's
mad
funny
crazy.
because when Black Panther came out, I had Joe Davis do the this one here, the Wakanda Forever 5 Star,
Oh, okay.
just because of the impact it had for uh for the youth.
Right. Mm, 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 mm. Then we're gonna duplicate you, and we're gonna move you over here.
Yes, sir.
Mm, got to love these tools. Gotta love them.
Future projects that I'm working on. Yeah, man. Brad. Latika gotta. I don't want to put too much of the story out there because I like when people can just can read it for the first time and be shocked. But like I said, she is a Latina character, and she's gonna have a big family aspect of her character. I know in Hispanic culture, family is very important, and I want to bring that element to the book with that. So you'll be seeing her family in her book. Her dad, her mom, her siblings, and her grandma will all be play a big part in the book. Um, and then let's see, we got like I said, Faceless is coming out. It's more of a grimier title, more of my street level type character. It's gonna definitely have some like hip hop influences in there, just because that's what I did before I got into comics. I was actually uh, in the music scene, hip hop scene. So I like that. I just like the whole hip hop culture. So I'm going to showcase that through the Faceless series. Um, let's see, we got And 5-star, you'll have more characters pop up in 5-star that we might have spin-offs of. Just depends on. I thought about doing a book because in the world of 5-star, the Ultima Force is like the big, Justice League type team, and they've been around for a long time. And there's going to be different renditions of that team as time has passed on. So we might get like little one shots of uh, to them. Not sure yet. Adam, what's up, bro? Adam
What
Q.
up? What up?
That's my boy right there. We did a couple things together here. He actually did an exclusive pinup on 5-star, the one that you used as an advertisement. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, we did a couple things. 5-star's biggest fear.
Ooh, good
That's a good one.
question.
That's a good one. His biggest fear is loss. He's dealt with a lot of loss already in his life. Um, and he doesn't want to lose anyone else. Family's very important to him, and the thought of losing somebody now, especially if there's a way that he can prevent it, so he's going to put a lot of that weight on his shoulder, and he's going to hold that close to his heart, and that's situations like that might cause loss, or what's going to be what puts him in that overpowered state. And if you look at his power description, if he goes into that overpowered state, he's once that's over, he's rendered unconscious for like up to 12 hours. So it really takes a lot out of him. So that's an emotional thing. If his emotions are running that high to where he takes in too much energy, is he a powerhouse? Yes. But once that energy is gone, he's knocked out for a little while. And that's another weakness I wanted to add. I just don't want somebody who's going to be powerhouse all day, every day. You know.
Absolutely. Hey,
So,
man. And I think he's done, man. Oh wait, no, he's not. No, he's not. Don't look.
no.
Yeah, he's not there yet. He's not there yet. Crap that. Let me see here.
The baby.
No, what am I doing? Where's my? There she is.
And Andy said if 5-star was thrown into the Short Fury universe, the cartoon animal universe of Short Fuse's characters, what animal would he be, and why is it a starfish? I guess he's a starfish because of his name. If I had to pick, what animal he would be, huh? I don't know. That's a good question, man. I don't know. A 5-star starfish. But I guess he would only be able to use his powers maybe in the water. I don't know, how that would work for him. What animal? So if it wasn't a starfish, what animal would come to mind for you, Andy? That's a tough one, man. I never thought about the what animal would he be? It's funny.
Andy will get you with some really good questions, man. He likes to make you think.
Adding that power effect. Yeah. I'm about to do some damage.
I figured he would be.
He's back up to Grim for Ace Blade and Lumberjack. That whole little that little war that they was having was dope too, between
Oh
Ace,
yeah,
Danny, and Sean. He's from Ohio. He's from Ohio, a small town near Cincinnati. But a lot of the action takes place in New York in the first few books. But we're gonna get him back home and other locations as well. Small neighborhood guy. Got the powered up eyes, ready to do some work.
Oh, maybe that's why. I think that's why. Yeah, let me change that up. So, give me a layer on top. I'm over here experimenting right now, man. So
Hey, you're good, bro. It's all
don't mind
good.
me.
It's all good. Oh, all right. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're doing a little glow effect to it. International, possibly. It just depends on where the story goes. If the story makes sense for that to happen, it'll go there. For me, the writing is gonna come first, and whatever makes sense story wise is what we'll do. Um, with the character.
Think where's down.
But that could possibly happen. Maybe even in Heroes International. No, I'm playing.
Could be. All right, man. There we go. Let's get your store link in there. If you guys enjoy how this character looked, I'm sure you would enjoy the book. There's a link where you can pick it up at the store. We got T Clap in the building.
Hey,
5-star on Chat and Draw. I hope you guys all enjoyed it.
I
I think
definitely would it.
I think I need to play around with the power some more, man. But I had a lot of fun with this one.
It came out really good, man.
Thank you, and I'll get this over to you.
I enjoy the hair. Like I said, it's an important part. Not a lot
Yeah,
of people can buy. Not a lot of people can. Some people struggle with like African American features on a character, and it's important. And
well,
yeah,
well, that's apparently why I did not get a gig after my portfolio review because I draw too urban. So it's not a problem here.
not a problem there. That's what's up. A
That's
Kodak bear. If he wasn't a starfish, I can see that.
okay.
I was actually thinking of bear, but then I was like, I can see that. I can see that. It's that beard, man.
Yeah, I think putting those stars on there was fun. All right, there we go, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate it. It looks dope, man.
Thank you. I'm happy with the result. I like his face a lot.
Yeah, he looks like he's heated. Yeah, he looks upset.
You know what he said?
He's mad.
Somebody said screw the Buckeyes.
He said, yeah, Dr. Glaze McGlaze, he just found out that he ate a poison donut, and he's like, he's in trouble, bro. Messing with my donuts.
Where can everybody find you on social media?
Right now, I'm on Facebook. You can look under Tony Klapper, or you can look under Kevin Terry is 5-star. Instagram is underscore Tony Klapper. And we also have a YouTube channel, me and my kids, called Pow Wham Bam with the 5-star fam.
Okay.
Where we just do our little adventures or whatever, and we just have a lot of fun on there.
Okay.
I try to incorporate my kids in whatever I got going on. That's why my daughter will be co-writing La Chica Gata. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody give him a follow. I feel a little weird because this wasn't actually for a Kickstarter because all I've done is promote Kickstarters this week on the show. So the book's actually already there.
It's already there, man.
First 3 issues.
Yeah. And if you just want to get the digital, it'll be sent to you right away. You can get caught up.
Yeah, you can get the digital for $2.
Get caught all the way up.
All the way up. and we're uploading that now to Google Drive.
And like I said, you want to, you want to obviously read issue 1 and 2 to prepare you for issue 3. But to me, issue 3 is the best issue of the 3. It's next level compared to the other 2 books, writing, art, and all that. So definitely got to read the other 2 to get to that point, though. So you just can't get into issue 3.
Right. You got to see how we get there.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Sure.
I've been doing this thing called branding, trying to make it easy for everyone to find me. If you enjoyed this episode or things that I do, you can hit me up as Most Epic Art on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Give me a follow, a like, a share, a dislike. I don't care, man. I just want some engagement on social media. Let's have a conversation. Let's chop it up just like me and my boy T Clap did here tonight.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out the store, check out the books. You got the link for that. I'll give it to you one more time because I'm just a nice guy. Give Tony a follow. And he loves talking about comics and stuff, man.
Yeah.
He is not going to tell you what he's working on for Freestyle Comics, though, so don't try to get that out of him. Danny J. Quick. But we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
It's a goal of mine this year to not fall on the team spoiler alert. So.
All right. Well,
all right, bro.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, Tony, for coming on. Thank you for letting me play in your